Hello and welcome. I'm Ashmanix, and once again we're playing some Ace Attorney Investigations Collection this fine Sunday evening. We are. This is the weekend before Christmas. I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. Just have a lovely cup of tea there. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying some good time with your family and friends online or in real life. And if you're not here today, it's all good. It's all good. It's better to spend time with the people close to you than a random dude on the internet. But having said that, welcome. Let us get into this, shall we? Let's switch to this. Let's see if. Now, where was I on this? I'm on episode 5. Yes. We're on the last episode of the first game of Ace Attorney Investigations. And, so the story so far is we came to, it's not a consulate, embassy. An embassy that has been split into two. It used to be the what are they called again? The Codopian Empire? Codopia. It was split into two different places. One's called the Embassy of Alabast and the other's Embassy of Babao. Alright, Crack Dealer, welcome to the stream. You've not missed much. I'm just trying to explain what happened last time. So, Codopia has been split into two countries. The Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal, I believe. Yes, the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. So they took the existing embassy and just split it in two. And you have, in the middle, Theatrum Neutralis, which is a theater, but it's the neutral zone between the two embassies. So they were going to have the Steel Samurai play there and someone else. I can't remember who the other character is. A fire was started in the Embassy of Babal. I think it was in the Embassy of Babal. Which one? Yes. Wait. Oh, was it Alabast? It was one of them. And we ran after them with our trusty sidekick, what's her face? Kay Faraday. Kay got caught by one of the people working for Lee. Can't remember what that guy's name is. Lang, that's it, Lang. Sheena. She caught Kay in a room with a dead man. So this guy, who was Manny Cochin, who was implicated in the KGA incident, I think it's the KGA incident, and other stuff, was found dead. So we are trying to prove that Kay wasn't the person who killed him. So far there's been some knives and all sorts of stuff. We've been able to prove that it wasn't obvious that it was Kay. The knife was, the handle was replaced, I believe. The knife was actually from the other embassy, so we're going to go to the other embassy. Good evening, Valari Katari. You're saying the knife shenanigans, yes. So we're now in the Kingdom of Alabast. Kate off! One. That's stupid. 1. Shifu, 99 callouts. So all 99 members are most likely hearing accounted for, sir. Hey, you. Yeah, you, the second number one from my right. Can't remember the voices. Sir, yes, sir. Here, a birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you're more of a man than you'll ever be, sir. It's not your birthday, is it? I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Langzy says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you, it's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Get the... Yes, sir! Was that just him trying to cover for himself? Shifa, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifa, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. Oh, what the fuck? These guys. Cracker is saying these names remind me of the factions from No Game No Life. Flary Katari saying wife's younger brother's younger brother. Yeah, so just the wife's brother. The wife's youngest brother. Our second younger brother. What is this? I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright, meeting's over. Everyone head for your posts. Dismissed! Set! Oh, I can't do multiple voices at the same time. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? Come on, you knew we were there. I got a call from Sheena and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. And what if I say no?
Objection!
Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you. We had an incident at Alabast as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Wolfie, lol. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Who's this dude? Not really, just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lacked the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling curses! Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country! What are you... The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lang. Yes. There you see. No way. This guy. Ambassador Alba, I'll ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. Now, these aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in. Not so fast, my little crow girl. There's still a witness in the Babal murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir! Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Lol. Rasp? Rasp? Wait, does Agent Lang take off his eye patch when he talks to us? Or does he have it when he's talking to us? Why is the back of my hair a mess? What is going on here? Karatiro's asking Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman's blonde cousin. More like. Like saying, what is this music? I have a feeling that I know it. Oh, now the music's bloody stopped, haven't it? Trust. Oh god, this tea is lovely. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is? Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Franziska von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Ooh, I knew it. You're the whip lady. Ha ha ha! Eat it, Karma von Karma. You are the whip lady. You may address me as Miss Von Karma. Miss Von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast to your in your hands. Thanks, rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagrasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all that he's done for me. Vlaricatar is saying all of you British love tea, do you? No, I mean, I'm not going to say that everyone in the UK loves tea, but I love tea. And I'm not going to pretend to you that I'm having tea that tastes amazing. I'm just having your standard Tetley tea, which is like your bog standard, just absolutely standard tea. It's just lovely. Maybe I've just gotten accustomed to having warm water with a bit of taste. It soothes my cold black heart. Anyway. Why are you wigging out? What's going on here? Stop wigging out. Avatar. I really need to make some modifications to this program you use for the avatar. Oh, it's wigging out again. Let me... Ooh, I know. Let me try something. Put you down a bit. Don't show me that. Right. Maybe that'll wig out less. Who knows? And where's the mic gone? Hello. Like I says, that reminds me, I hate change so much that I was against Scotland's separation from Great Britain. You were against Scottish independence! Oh well, I mean, I get hating change. I'm not here to penalise people about their opinions and views. I get not liking change, and yes, there's a lot of it's not a guaranteed win, independence. I mean, it's just, and it's not a guaranteed loss either. Cracker saying they've brainwashed you. There's microchips in the tea. Bill Gates has put microchip in the tea, in my tea. How very dare they! Damn those FBI, CIA agents in the MI5. Sorry, MI6. How dare they put microchips in British tea? That makes my tea bag soggy. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I've just made it up. Flagged icing for the sole reason that it is the change. Yeah, I think we were talking about change before. I mean, change is inevitable, right? At least some form of change. Not every form of change. Like, just because Scottish independence is a change doesn't mean it's inevitable. I'm just saying, like, in general, change is inevitable. And as you get older, you get less... especially if you get nostalgic and you enjoyed things that were existed in the past that has changed for what in your view is the worst. You just become more crabby about the way the world is becoming. And you're like, this sucks balls. And I can only imagine as you get older and older and as less people in our generation, or more people in our generation pass away with age and various things like that, and you become fewer and fewer and less listened to as a group of people, it just becomes even more shittier. Bloody hell, this is gloomy. It's almost Christmas time. I should at least pretend to be a bit less miserable. What? Crat Dealer says teabag soggy. That sounds sexual. Well, it's not meant to, but you can take it however way you wish to. Let's continue, shall we? Right, let's talk to Francisca. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. What? Oh yeah, shit. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. I mean, I hope you have some sympathy for him dying, right? In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Babali's ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babali's ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info—
Hold it!
Francisca, as your subordinate, I'm a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Damn, he's only temporarily part of the investigation, come on. Recently, we discovered some well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zeng Park. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Babali's ink. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Babali's ink from real ones. Why? 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 What makes the ink so special that it just, it matches the ink they use to make their own currency? Like, using the same ink should not make a counterfeit. Like, yeah, if it looks exactly the same, you shouldn't need a special ink from a special country to replicate the currency that you have in another country. I'm assuming they use some sort of different ink from Babali's ink. Whatever. Crack Dealer says they use what? In what? What are we talking about? Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Babali's ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink. Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. So each note, right? Do I have any money on me? Who has cards anymore? Pardon me. Wait, let me have a look at each currency has a serial number, right? Each piece, each note. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah. So each note of any currency will have a serial number on it. Like, I'm assuming that the main plates for currency will print out the initial note, and then you have to put a serial number on top of it. I suppose do countries keep a track of the serial numbers on notes? I mean, when you're dealing with so much money in the world, right? In an economy, do they keep track of it? I mean, they don't keep track, but if you found a counterfeit note and you looked up the serial number, could you be able to tell? Do they have a system where they tell? I don't know. What's the point of a serial number in a note if they don't? Valar Qatari people are in two views of independence. It's all, I would say it's almost a 50-50. I know, well, I don't know now, it might be different. More people are maybe not as enthusiastic about independence, but it's split. It's split. Also, Scottish people can be very cynical, so, but also very happy and cheery. So I think we can be either one end or the other. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babali's embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them. Counterfeit bills data jotted down in my organizer. Okay, wait, was that all I could ask her? I guess? No. I just skip through this.
Hold it!
Blah blah blahs. Very blah blah blah. Right. You look dodge. You know, he does look, that expression makes him look dodge, but I've got a feeling that he might not be as dodgy looks. Black Tar saying happy and cheery. It's shite being Scottish. Charming. They're saying you can give them to homeless people and make YouTube videos about. Oh my god. How? That's diabolical, crack dealer. Come on. Do people do that? Has someone done that? Is that from somewhere, right? Has someone given out counterfeit money to homeless people for a YouTube video? Because they should be arrested and jailed. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine giving counterfeit money to homeless people and then they go to like spend it to get food or whatever and they get caught and sent to jail? Bro. Alright, done. Okay, so there wasn't a specific example, that's fine. That's good. Ambassador Paleno, I am in your debt. No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. What? Oh my god, stop giving me these bloody things. Wait, is there going to be something in these, like, is there going to be a hint in these vouchers he keeps trying to give out to people? No, that's quite alright. Oh well, how about this then? Wait, you've got Babali's, sorry, the Alabastian ink. And what, wait, no, Babali's ink, right? And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink, known as Babali's ink. It's made exclusively in Babal. So this is Babali's ink. We make it from white crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Mineral mines, of course. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and you could write for hours in your organizer. What? What type of magic ink is this? How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. What the you use a fountain pen? Bro. Of course you do. I gladly accept your gracious gift. Special with crystal oil-based ink, limited export because of its use in counterfeiting. I don't know how special ink, because it can't be detected, is different from the what? Well, I know that's part of the reason why a lot of countries changed to a plastic note, right? I mean, in the UK we have plastic notes now. We've switched over from paper notes, and I think part of it is because of counterfeiting. To make it a bit harder to produce counterfeit notes. Also, the plastic notes survive in the wash, whereas paper notes used to get totally trashed. I don't know. I mean, they're harder to fold, which is annoying. And yeah, it's like that. What Larry Katai is saying. I hate change. I like the old notes. They were alright. Cracker is saying, but now trademark it. Don't you dare do that. Larry Katai saying the central bank surely have tracking systems that probably up to back in the 60s when computers came up. If you can track them, then how does counterfeit notes become an issue? They should be able to, like, well, because people don't scan the notes, right? When you take money, you don't take a note of the codes, right? Cracker is saying, today I gave $1 million to 1 million homeless people in quotation. Fake money. Lol. Like I say, they surely save tables about this serial numbers with the batches. They must, right? They must. Bali's ink data jotted down in my organizer. Great, wonderful. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. I've ran out of tea. I'm well pissed. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Yeah! Hook, line, and sinker, eh? Dude, that guy's desperate to get people to visit Babao. What the fuck? Just don't visit it. Are they running out of money or something? Maybe they are. I feels like the Republic of Babao is like capitalistic, right? As in like Western countries. And the Kingdom of Alabast is clearly old school monarch. So it's just like the UK versus America. Cracker says first food, now they have plastic my currency as well. Does America probably doesn't use plastic currency yet, right? They still use the normal paper notes because America is fucking huge, man. For them to change the notes to plastic notes, I think a lot of people would complain about it as well. I think a lot of people in the UK were just like, what the fuck is this? Like, notes feel so weird now. And it's hard. I feel like they're slidier. They're harder to like. I mean, who uses notes nowadays? I suppose everyone uses their card. Nobody has real money. I mean, money ain't worth jack shit anyway, right? They used to be the gold standard decades and decades ago, and now currency is just based on what people think the currency is valued at. It's like floating, based on the value of itself against other economies. So your money is actually worth fuck all. And I think the exception to that rule, because why was the UK currency called the pound sterling? Because you would get, I think at one stage you were promised, like, the value of a £20 note would give you £20 sterling silver. I think maybe at the very beginning of the currency. I know Scottish currency has that because Scottish currency has permission. There's a couple of banks in Scotland that have permission from the Bank of England to print notes for pound sterling, and it used to say this promises the bearer if you had a £5 note, £5 sterling silver, right? I don't think it says that anymore, but it used to. It used to be actually like linked to something. I don't know how the fuck that works. Anyway. Black Tie saying the ransom money was real money, and with the serial numbers they tracked the kidnapper down. Wait, what? Was that for a certain case? Cracker saying yes, we use real money. Mate, no money is real. But I mean, I'm not. It's all fucking pieces of paper with writing on it, right? It's not like gold or anything. And even gold is just a fucking shiny metal. That has its uses. It's a very good conductor and it's malleable, and shiny. But still, what is anything worth on this ball of mud and water, hurtling at thousands of miles per hour through space? Well, anyway, having said that, I still want to be rich with lots of fake or real, whatever the fuck you call it, paper money. But like that, I hit the USD whenever I go there from now. I will play with. Wait, why will you play with $1 bills? Why? Just in crisp $20 bills. What did they use in Valhalla? Valhalla? What? Why are we talking Valhalla? Oh shit, that was a good point. Yeah, I think it was dollars, right? Or was it credits? Credits saying someone's coping. Nah, man. I'm alright with my plastic notes. It's all shite anyway. Valaric tried saying that even pre-decimal pound had slow inflation throughout the centuries. Pre-decimal, mate, I don't know. What was a penny for? What was it? Fucking. What did they have? They had like sixpence and all that shit. Such a terrible currency system. Character saying what is real in quotation. I know what is real, guys. What is real? Remember to like and subscribe. Nothing is real, but remember to like and subscribe. Vlad Clash says because a $1 bill is the only bill left that kept its design and looks good. Oh, okay. 12 pence for one shilling. 12 shillings to the pound. What type of monster? They were obsessed with 12s, right? And kind of sixes, because it's like 6 inches in a foot, right? No, is it 6 inches to what? 12 inches in a foot. That's it, 12 inches in a foot. Because I'm thinking of the subway. Subway's fucking reminding me of measurements. Fuck me. Yeah, 12 inches in a foot and all that. 12 pence in a shilling. What? Yeah, I don't miss that. Well, I didn't exist around that time. At least. We had half pennies as well. Character saying, by the way, I was watching someone play Valhalla. Traitor, you want someone else? Was it good? Were they better than me? Who was it? Remember Virgilio? Yeah. Yeah, I remember him. Kixel voiced him. Was he not the guy with the... Did he not have something on his head? He had an icon or something on his head. Right, wait. I'm playing a game, right? They were using a guide. Oh, shit. There's a guide for it? I feel like you don't need a guide unless you try to get specific endings. Did we get a bad ending? Yeah, he had a question mark on his head. What does he think he is, the fucking Riddler? He was funny, though. I remember Kixel giving him a proper dumbass voice. Wait, what's going on here? Why can't I move? Oh shit! What the fuck? What? Wait, what the fuck happened here? X for history. What did I miss? Where? Well, shall we get going? Hold it! What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission to enter Alabast. So we're going to go gather whatever info we can over on the Babali's side, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you two. Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away no matter where you are. How does he tell you, though? Alright, she's got a phone, I'm assuming. I'll let you know when the time comes. That was a... Ooh, this is bright, nice and bright. Wait, there's still... What the fuck? Why is there still samurai standing there still? There's a dead dude here. What the... Wait, what the fuck is this? Crowder's saying we got a normal ending, so apparently... He was goated, he saved Say and Stella from a white knight? What? What? Oh shit, mate! Did I miss? So we got the normal ending. What? Ah, fuck. There's other endings. Of course there's other endings. Like I said, so the ransom money was a reference to my comment before about the purpose of serial numbers. Just for backtracking, not about security counterfeits. Fair enough, fair enough. So they can, I suppose they can see the serial number of a note and they can track where it was, at least when it was minted, where it was minted, right? Well, I'm assuming they have one mint, but they might have multiple mints. I don't know. He saved Say and Stella. That's interesting. Hmm. Ugh. What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? What the fuck is going on here? It's gonna be old bag, isn't it? You're... Oh my god, it's the butts! Edgy! Oh, thank heavens you're here! I'm in a really big pickle, your lordship! The raven appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh! And though I am the steel samurai, my sword... Wow, I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore. Fucking butts. Who is this fruitcake? I'm Larry of the House of Butts, married man of Neo Old Tokyo, milady. Now I remember, this person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Did she just call him Miles? Does she always say Miles or Miles Edgeworth? I feel like she never called him just Miles. Maybe that's just me. Crowder saying they were held hostage by him and the White Knight gouged Stella's eye out. Oh shit! What the fuck? And when Say tried to retaliate, the White Knight kicked her so hard her internal organs ruptured. Dude, what? Wait, did this happen? This happened before Valhalla, right? So this is something that you find out about him that happened before the events of Valhalla, because Stella already had the eye patch. He gouged her eye out? Wait, why did the White Knight do it? Wasn't Say part of the White Knights? What the fuck? But another White Knight came to save them. He took off his helmet and put on Stella's head. It was the pompous twat. Wait, does this happen in Valhalla? Alright, Say tells us. Holy shit! Why would Say join the White Knights then? Also, why was the White Knight holding them hostage? Fuck, I can't remember the story of Valhalla. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted, guys. White Knights aren't the best of people. I mean, yeah, apparently so. Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud's in the bind and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder. This is not the first, hey? I see, that is quite the bind. Not that we are in the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. The butts man, he's back for the vengeance. Cracker saying there's good and there's bad. Talk about White Knights. Like I said, best of the PP. Well, Virgilio was a great White Knight. Bro! Where's Kuxo? I can't fucking believe it. That guy was actually saved them. Fuck. Well, that I find out years after playing that game. I didn't know there was different endings. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one. That was uncalled for. Besides, wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece. Ugh. Disappointment galore. Now, what's going on, and why are you beat red? I'm sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Damn. Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? Aha. So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this childhood friend of yours is a prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who had snuck into this embassy, Masque de Masque 2. Wait a minute. Masque de Masque sounds familiar. Masque de Masque 2. Oh, dude. What was this from the circus case and one of the Phoenix Wright ones? Or the Apollo Justice ones? But Cracker said, yeah, you missed a lot of lore. The drinks can change the conversations. Fuck. So we always chose the right drinks, right? So were we supposed to choose the wrong drinks sometimes? Like I think, didn't Butts impersonate a lawyer? Probably, man. I can't remember. He's done a lot of stupid things. Cracker saying the black-haired ghost girl in Seifuku and jeans? Anna? What? She's Dorothy's guardian's real daughters. The black-haired ghost girl in Seifuku and jeans. Wait, what? Dorothy has a guardian? What? I'm confused. There's too much info. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Shifu, we've identified the victim. Good work, I'll take that report now. Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek. What an asshole. But Agent Lang... Oh shit, this dude's here! Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Ah yes, of course, you let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. He's a bad detective. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Damn, I've given these people two similar voices. Fuck this. Ryder's saying the ghost that only Joe can see and she would appear on the TV. Oh, I remember. Dorothy had a guardian? I didn't remember Dorothy having a guardian. I just remember having a client. A client that would ask her to dress up as a schoolgirl or something. No, he would ask her to dress up as like a girl and he would just like take her... Wait, am I misremembering? I think I mean misremembering. I fancy meeting you here, Detective. You weren't expecting me. Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. Incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well, and his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him. I am in your debt, Detective Bad. Damn. Crider saying just a client. Well, what? About the murder of the Mask too. Would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagrashu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask too, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room. Interesting. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That's Samurai. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Oh. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagrashu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagrasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty. A no-show. Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof with one of his legs down a chimney. What the fuck? Alright, Butts. What's your excuse for this one? Crader said, yeah, it was Ingram. He would make her as his dead daughter. I remember Ingram. Was he the asshole that was just rude to us all the time? Like I said, best of the worst uploaded a video 4 hours ago. Red Letter Media uploaded you best of the worst 4 hours ago. Do you know I do watch Red Letter Media? I'll have a watch of that after this. Oh dear. That chimney leads directly into this room. Wait, but he's wearing the samurai outfit. In this picture, he's taking the samurai outfit off. Larry Butts, you really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Begin investigation, guys. Crackdeer says, yes, that asshole. Oh my god. What a dick he was. Pissed me off. Devil's Story is amazing. That's my type of movie. I've not heard of that. Let's investigate, guys. Right, let's talk to this dumbass. Oh, wait. Okay, no. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I've got to ask you too. What is it? It's like, both you and him. How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? This is a fucking good question. For the first time, Larry. Good question. And Franzy, what about that promise you made to me? What? What is this promise? Also, do you know what? Larry looks pretty fit in this outfit. Has he been doing weights or something? A promise? What promise? One where you said you would model for my next book, Franzy's Whippity-Whip. Fucking what the fuck? Well, that's a new title of this fucking... Oh my god. Franzy's Whippet... What the hell, man? Whippity-Whip. What was it? Oh, it's covering the screen. Trip. Law. Oh. One thing about the Butts is at least you get a laugh out of him. Wait, why is this doing something different? Huh? Oh, I'm on Windows. Damn it, Windows. Right. What the fuck? Honestly, man, this guy's insane. Yo, Res Coder, welcome to the stream. We're just enjoying the company of Larry Butts, a reoccurring character in the Phoenix Wright and apparently Ace Attorney stories. He is the close friend of Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright from back in school days. Rather saying you can give him sweet drinks and he would be more chill and sweet, and it wouldn't affect anything. The more sweet drinks you gave him, he'll act more sweet. He was a real tsundere. Really? Interesting. Yow! I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we had a certain saying about Larry. If it smells, it's the butts. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Sad like that. One needs to look no farther than this man to find the king of troublemakers. I love how you look so serious there. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Loris Dunim now? What? That's Dunim? Loris Dunim? Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Why is his name change? Ow, 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 ow. Now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, 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 you got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Loris business. Besides, when Brangelina left me in my heart in pieces. That's when Mindy walked into my life. Oh no. How does this guy get so many girlfriends? I need to know this guy's secrets. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could throw this Steel Samurai outfit. Wait a minute. Let me check something. Mindy walked into your life? Why have I got a very sneaky suspicion that Mindy might actually be a certain Sheena who might also be Callisto Yu. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. Wait, the actress? Oh, okay. Maybe it's not what's her name? Callisto Yu. Wait, why has it stopped working? No, controller, no. You got it, and you know what I meant, Edgy. How do you still get the role? You still have to have, like, an interview process. And playing the Steel Samurai at an embassy is an important job for, you know, for whatever actor. How the hell does he get himself in these jobs, man? I need this guy's luck. He's an idiot. Ah. Yes, Valari Katara, I believe that anyone working in a shop like that does have the right to at least snicker when someone buys a product. I mean, they probably shouldn't, but I don't blame them. Crider saying, plus he adopted a stray cat and came to tell Jill, but left before Jill could tell her crazy Catwoman stories. He's like, I've told you I got a cat. I don't want to hear your stories about. Like I said, there was stuff. And that's why Valari Katari just bioed. Anyway, not really. It's just not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too. Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. Our past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Edgy, how can you be so mean-stabbing with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. Oh shit, was that in Phoenix Wright? So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Okay, I get it. It's not Franzy from whipping me from behind. Is she whipping your arse? Why she whipping you from the front? So I guess you know what I did, right? Edgy, what? I can't even begin to imagine, however. I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you will tell me what exactly you did, Larry. No, not yet, Edgy. I'll take more than that to loosen my lips. Why the fuck are you being an asshole? Just fucking tell me, mate. A lot more! Confess, now. Ooh, that's right. Do you know what? Franziska is the bad cop. We're the good cop. He deserved that whip. Fuck it. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero. What? Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus? What the fuck? This guy is a fucking idiot. Like, complete idiot. Santa Claus? I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. Right, smoke was pouring out of the chimney when Larry thought to climb down it. And, well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up.
Objection!
Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud! What? You didn't realize this? It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's wrong with pretending to be Santa in a fucking embassy? Fuck, Larry. Come on. Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. The what? Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. What? The Ides? Is that a spelling mistake? The middle of March? Is Ides a fancy word? The word Ides refers to the middle of certain Roman months, particularly March, May, July, and October. What the fuck? The term Ides stems from the ancient Roman calendar marking the midpoint of months. Mate, what the fuck? It's not even it doesn't even cover all the months, only some of them. Fucking hell. Trust Edgeworth, eh? Dude, learning words in a Ace Attorney Investigations game. No, he didn't even know it. Oh, fuck. What? There's no saving the butts. Anyway. Hey, wait a second. We're not in court. Wait, that's it? Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. Nope, not a clue. Didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Franzy. Oh my god, I wonder if what Franzy is like. Oh, in that case, allow me to help you seal my form and... Oh, Franziska. Ha 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 ha! Credit to the bots. He has good taste. Allow me to help you... Wait, how old is the bots? Yes, we'll have an age for him, and then we'll be able to age Edgeworth. 25? Right, so Edgeworth is 25 as well. And Franziska is 19. So there's a 6-year age gap. But also 19-year-old leading an investigation for Interpol seems a bit much. Whatever. Allow me to seal to help you seal my form into you for all eternity. Ah, Whippity-Whip. Well, this guy is fucking lost. Francisca, I think he's enjoying this too much. Did he just die happy? Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some PC. God help me, right? The bots. Oh, what a legend enemy. What a leg end. There are some weapons on display on this wall. A crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. Wait, they all have slightly different designs. The one in the... Right, it's the blade that was changed out, right? And what? Ah, right. They must be the counterparts to the Babali's knives. Which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Don't know Valeri Katari if it was pre-Julian calendar or Julian. Cracker saying she's 19. What? Yeah, mate. But this is so this case is early on. Like the Ace Attorney stuff is early on in Edgeworth's career. I think when Phoenix Wright comes across Edgeworth. No, this is set after some of the games because he talked about unlocking his thing, which is one of the Phoenix Wright cases. Shit. Edgeworth was only 25? Fuck. Yeah, I thought Francisca was in her mid-20s or even late 20s, maybe even 30s in some of the games. So I'm pretty surprised that she's 19, but also, of course she is, because this game. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Babali's knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. What? One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and handle, fit each other. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. And this means that an alabaster knife did find its way into Babal. But how? Yes, we have like that. Let's have a look at that. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips on display here. Well, this is the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's slick and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like bam. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? Yeah, why is it bent? I'm not entirely convinced the spear is up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're just stared off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? You totally do, though, right? Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence that will point something out about the spear. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
Eureka!
Larry, about this spear. Oh, are you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about the spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a bit bent? What? No way, it's exactly as it should be, yo! I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at this which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. Ah! What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry. When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around. And bam, it hit the wall. You unbelievable. This is an embassy. But I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. Oh, my avatar is frozen as well. Good stuff. Why is it? Oh, I know why it's frozen. Come on. Oh, I need a better setup than this. Why is this fucking change, man? What the fuck? Let me just... Ah, this sucks balls. I need a better setup for connecting my phone to the network. Anyway, oh shit. God. One time on an overnight field trip, I'll fake sword and play with it till late at night. I'm just a useless hot-blooded man. Fuck me. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so it was some field trip and I began a shadow fight with myself. Not that. I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that! It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Is that actual metal? Wouldn't you just give him one made of plastic? Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything, it would bend. Is that so? Is it actually metal, though? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. It's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. Samurai spear data jotted down in my organizer. Weapon that's used on stage. Lie hit it against a wall and bent it's hollow. What the fuck is this? What is that plant supposed to be? It's supposed to be the leader dude. Franziska, can't you see that it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba? Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your salary assessment next month. She does the same thing. You are deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that. What is wrong with this Von Karmas? What the fuck is up, like, this obsession with, like, having people paid, like, ridiculously low salaries? Like pricing autograph. Yeah, we got an autograph earlier in the case. So the spear is kinked. The spear, yeah, apparently it's bent. Apparently it's real metal, but hollow. Why would you make it out of real metal? I don't understand why it's not just plastic. This doesn't make any sense. A prop made of metal. Yeah, this is insane. Cracker said, so they put the knife inside it? Ooh, I never thought about that. And smuggled it. But he never went to the Babalese side, did he? He did come from the Babalese side. But the knife, he came back from it. Anyway, what are we doing? I can spot absolutely no difference between this Prima Duck statue and Babal's. The statue's face looks a bit like that costumed hero you like. Oh, the statue's face looks a bit like that costume hero that you like so very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know, at least I don't suppose so. Man, why is Franziska Montgomery being such an ass? Wait, that's just what she does. Let's see. What is this supposed to be? This is supposed to be the ambassador. Why is there a little bit sticking out with it? Oh, that's his hand with a stick. I think. Right, we've had a nice look at that. Whoa. The counterpart to the Babali's butterfly is the Albastian flower. The butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. Wow, did she just say lovely? But can we interpret this to mean that Alabast provides honey to Babal? Franziska, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you can come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How was that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue the investigation. God, yous are both such arseholes. Franziska, why can't you just admit I had something there? You can't admit it either, Edgeworth. Anyway. What the? Like Dicing, how do you accomplish making a bush resemble a person? That's a very good question. Very good question. Oh, and my tracking is paused again. Yay! Yay! Because it changed again. Because it's connected to the network again. Why? Why is this phone so fucking shit? Actually, it's not the phone. It's the freaking dock thing I use with it to connect it to the network. God damn, this is so annoying. Right. Oh, shit. It was taken just before the murder. Wait, no. The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular, even using the national treasure as backdrop. I just don't understand what exactly is so great about Top Knot there. Clearly there is a depth to this show that a young person like you can't fathom. A young person, what the fuck? Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? Good point. Photo with steel samurai data jotted down in my organizer. Let me check that. That is turned the other way. Yeah, so that was facing that way. Interesting. That's probably going to come up at some point. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. Are you sure, mate? Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. Those are weird flowers. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. There's one missing. Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers? That's a rather unusual name. It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. Why do you know this? As they say, you learn something new every day. Wait, how do you know about this, Franziska? Passion flowers data jotted down in my organizer so that I may remember its name. One's missing though, that's the important thing. Two large flowers in bloom, the vines are supported by stakes and are still growing. Ooh, the stake is missing. I'm not gonna talk about the stake, okay. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Funny it doesn't look like important work to me. Shall we address the elephant in the room? So this is the victim demasked too. What is with his gaudy outfit? You don't know about Master Mask. A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the populace. So this thief is separate from the Yatagrasu. I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. The mask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about the mask. That's alright, I'll probably hear tales of his failure anyway. Damn. Harsh but true. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. There's not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort you must have put into making it. You two don't know. You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold. Since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. So this could just be a costume. Turns out the mask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. You got your point about 3 foolishes back, Francisco. I thought that the mask had quit the business. This guy, he's just a copycat using the name. A phony successor. He's just another petty thief. Who was the original Damask? Did we ever find out who he was? His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. He's 29 and wanted in larceny charges. What's larceny? From his clothes and what he was carrying. Wait, larceny is fire, right? Setting fire to shit? We determined that this guy is a real Damask too. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Did that give us anything? Do we have any data on him now? Dude, what the hell? Opportunist unrelated to First Damask. Found in Alabast, real name Kashino. Where's he from? Do we have any details on that? Is he from the Republic of Zhengfa? I wonder. Oh, I suppose this was the wrapping cloth Damask 2 used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was out to steal. That's not what I wanted to point out. I wanted to point out that that was a special little stuff that you could only get from the Republic of Zegfa. Whatever. So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's still Samurai Daddy's secondary weapon. What? I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of the sword is a Steel Samurai. Or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving him innocent. Having its use on stage is thought to be what killed the mask. Right. Ooh, what's that? What is he holding? Looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written in the back as well. I'd like you to steal the prima duck statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the prima duck statue? The Mask 2's note data jotted down in my organizer. Is there anything else we're missing here? I don't think so. We've looked at this. Why does this lag sometimes? Actually, give me a sec. Better save just in case. I'm stuck against bad. There was the exact same statue sitting in that Babali's office we examined. It's the Primiduck statue. It was the national treasure of the Principality of Codopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Alabast's Primiduck statue data jotted down in my organizer. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking cranny. It's a Primiduck statue. There's one of these on the Babali's side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was a national treasure of Codopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim. What incredibly childish. Oh, we've already said that. Did you? Is this a... wait. So these have... right. Let me have a look at the evidence. This is the one we saw previously. Flower, sword, some things. I don't think... is there any difference? Flower, sword, some things. The only thing I can say is that we have the picture which shows it facing the other way. So let's see.
Eureka!
Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about the scene, Miss Von Karma. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes that top-knot hand? That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. Alabast Primiduck statue data updated in my organizer. I guess that about wraps up my investigation. That's... oh my god. What is her chest up? Yo, Pink Princess, how you feeling? Still feeling ill? Doesn't talk. Black Tassie also look at your fingers from tip to joint. Your finger parts make a total of 12, a Babylonian system. Okay, so I get why 12 might have been used as a base, but it still sucks balls. I like the decimal system. And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastian Embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Who are you? Do I want to know? I don't want to know. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess? What the fuck? Oh shit! Ah! Me! Whoa, dude, don't do that. Don't fucking frighten me. I have a delicate heart. Oh, don't show me something so hideous. Ah, not Miss Opag. Wow! Wait, is this what Larry Butts was trying? Who Larry Butts was trying to impress? Is this his new girlfriend? Hey, This must be what they call fate. Oh, fuck, I can't remember what voice I did first. Old. Look at the chest, it's ridiculous. How could this happen 2 days in a row? Oh, yeah, shit, she was the other case. What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag? Why are you so surprised? Ah, so you're the one they got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You are acquaintances with Larry. Well, yes, we worked in the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be jealous. Fuck. Oh, fucking hate her. Ugh. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here, I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I've misjudged you, edgy poo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know. That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, edgy poo. I'll chase you for forever. To the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? Wait, is Franziska jealous? I don't know. This is one of those rare times when Franziska and I actually see eye to eye. God help us all. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as a Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked at Global Studios before a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed for a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be our last-minute replacement. Did they not have enough people on staff at that studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. Wait, Mindy? But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm something... Because I tell you, they're really just a bunch of simpletons. Fuck. You're rather lively, old lady. So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct? You got it. You need to see it. I've got it right here. Look. It appears that she is telling the truth. Stand-in request data jotted down in my organizer. Oof. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. I was just taking my break when I found it stuck under the room to my door. Mindy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. Oh, this is fucking so bad. Oh! Cratner's like, can we arrest everyone for sucking ass? Honestly, you really have to watch out for this kind of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you'd think you could get my name right. There's no accent in my name. What? Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? Oh, but now that you're here, Edgipoo, I feel 100% safe. Yeah, where do I factor into this? You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgipoo? Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Oh, come on, Edgipoo, stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. Letter from a stalker, data jotted down in my organizer. God damn this. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it? Wait. Why is the bumper button not working? Okay, that's a bit weird. It's not letting me go into the... whatever. What were you doing at the time of the crime? Now it's working. That was weird. Right, let's see. No, that's not what we want. That's it. Yeah, that's definitely from the butt. What about this? Oh, we can't look at the detail. Request from Miss Oldbad to stand in for Mindy, the Pink Princess, actress who fell ill. Do we have a picture of Mindy? No. Aha! Ex-security lady. It doesn't even say her name. Oh wait, it does. The woman behind the Pink Princess mask, I believe her real name is Wendy Oldbag. Age? Question mark, question mark. Like attack. Wait, what? Make her wear latex and she may look. No. No. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? What? After the show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. Oh, interesting. Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, edgy poo. I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me.
Hold it!
If you could please not cling on to my personage. In any case, I take it then that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech. Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times. As soon as the show ended, my hip started acting up and it got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? Oh, you just go on ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theatre all the way to this embassy. Wow. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog as you requested, sir. Cute doggy! A good work. You may leave now, officer. Doggo! Woof woof. Oh, yeah. This dog. I requested the assistance of a dog in our search for the Yatagrasu. Ruff, 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 ruff. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. Woof, woof. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think his name is Missile. Nice. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. That actually alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go. She's a fighter. What the fuck is that? Oh, what's this? A good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? Wow. Missile's pissed? No, bad Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substance snack featuring the steel samurai. I'm sure he'll be fine. That's quite a bit of information you gathered there in a single quick glance. We should really be focusing on why there was a samurai dog there in the first place. It looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. Oh, and what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing? I mean, that's a big assumption. I somehow doubt that. It doesn't look like the shirt would even fit him. Oh, you'd know. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get this over with and ask the owner of said undershirt about it. Ah, it's not all bags. The lady's undershirt data jotted down in my organizer. Let me check this out. That we've got Smoke from chimney, use fireplace. Suppose. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is? Smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry. It's a contradiction of facts, is it not? Are you sure he wasn't just disoriented or something upon the roof? That is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at this particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? Ah, I see. What you are proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Miss Oldbag's fire. So basically the fireplaces of neighbouring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you are implying? Precisely. Okay. Talk to the dog. Ah! He was a much bigger help than I thought he would be. Yes, however, there are a few aspects I don't understand about what he found. In that case, you should keep on investigating until you do understand. Now, my subordinate, continue with the investigation. Alright, I will. It is with great dread that I proceed and do what I must to solve the case. God help us all. If you could please take a look at this brown-coloured undershirt. Oh, Edgy-Poo, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my bags? Cracker is saying, alright, I'll be taking my leave, have a chill rest of stream, bye. Right, cheers mate, thanks for joining me. I'll be finishing this up in soonish. All you had to do was ask and I would have gladly given you as many as you'd like. Ugh. Thanks, but no thanks. The shirt was found here, this crime scene. What? Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing I tell you. What? Well, I admit that I used the fireplace to dry that shirt, but I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know. Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. Ew. And on top of that, I get fingered as a spot suspect. You're too cruel, Edgy-Poo. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I'd been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always like this. Deserve you, but I can't help it. Would you marry me? Honestly, man, these days. Well, I don't believe she is lying about her actions, so I can safely assume she really was dragging her shirt by the fireplace on her break. And somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. I assume the samurai dog was also yours. That brilliant mind of yours? You really can see through everything about me. And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Oh, of course I'm forever yours by Edgy-Wedgy-Poo.
Hold it!
If you could just stick to what I asked you. Edgy, are you Miss Oldbag? No. You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them all. Wait, why would the studio bother with this? Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Edgy? So, did you deliver the samurai dog to the embassy staff as per your instructions? Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me, big question. Aren't you going to stick up for me? Not about that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell. Oh my god, these are all the same voice. I went to rest a spell in the dressing room because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were. The samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. My God. I suppose you had to make preparations for distributing them after the show. Well, by preparation you mean sampling them as well. Excuse me. Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste was probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to have a dozen or so boxes, bloody hell. As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... what is it now? Oh, I don't. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you, but I'll only give you one, the rest are all for me. Samurai dogs forced onto me, bloody hell. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Yes. So we go. The lady's undershirt the missile found. Ah! Why are you getting all excited over holding on to a lady's undergarment? Calm yourself, Franziska, trust me. You ain't getting excited about this. Miles Edgeworth, you uncouth sea slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passed through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There is an X on the back. There is an X on the back wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can't get a better look at it. What the fuck? What in there? The wall separating this room's fireplace from the next room's fireplace apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighbouring room. The neighbouring room? There appears to be nothing particular about the next room. The fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. Bloody hell. We now know that the fireplace connects the two rooms, but how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as Damask 2's killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip, so she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with Damask 2's murder. Investigation complete. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on! I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared. I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. But my lie? I know that there's still something you are keeping from the rest of us. But what's wrong with you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you, I should just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and then kill myself. And throw everything into mass confusion. You made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man who's ready to die is strong-willed, you know. Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Edgy? Although allow me to say that I consider you to be amongst the innocent in this case. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, the works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up on that roof tonight. No, we're gonna have to bloody question. Bloody hell. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden, came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you to not lie anymore. But it's kinda ultra embarrassing. What exactly so ultra embarrassing that you can't tell me? Edgy man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out, fuck it up. So you're just gonna have to reason it out of me. As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. Oh, what? After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy. Okay. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador, which is true, right? We have the picture. After that, until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. Right, let's
hold it!
Larry, I want you to listen very carefully and take this to heart. The whole point of your life is to bring misery and pain to everyone you encounter. I know, I get it. I'm totally the bad guy again. I thought that you're his friend. Don't you think that was a bit harsh? Franzy says, true friends are bosom friends. Well, if you are in trouble, call your bosom friend whose shoulder you can truly cry on. Hey, bosom buddy, I hope you're listening carefully to my testimony. As it crossed your pea-sized brain, yeah, that Agent Lang is only out to arrest you, Larry. Now then, you were wandering around inside the embassy, and then what happened? That's when I spotted a chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know.
Hold it!
I should hardly think that chimneys... Wait, let me... What evidence did we get? He sent the letter. He left it in a room, right? Agreed, especially since they are a traditional feature of American houses. Plus, many grand buildings have even larger and fancier chimneys. Yeah, but the kind of chimneys I'm talking about is the real romantic type. A romantic chimney. It might sound kind of silly, but women seem to really enjoy them. The fuck is he talking about? And I just had a good feeling about that chimney. So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try.
Hold it!
You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. That was down at Gourd Lake. Ugh, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A park to being childhood friends, ha! Besides, just off fella, you dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down a family's chimney, after all. Actually, is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? Yeah, why not? Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Precisely. You hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. Hey, edgy, that's so incredibly mean. Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you are delivering a present. I was, delivering a present to a child not basking in the warm glow of love.
Objection!
Oh my god. That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that. In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present to was most certainly this. We don't have a picture of her, right? I'm gonna get fucked for this because we don't have. Wait, can we show evidence? Do we have evidence of the pink?
Take that!
Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. I totally didn't want to see Mr. Oldbag so much that I'd try to go down a chimney. Ow! I advise you to stop right there in your bashing of a lady. Well, I must admit that I myself hardly ever have the want to run into that lady. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up with this.
Take that!
I'd like... Oh shit, it's not that. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. I got it wrong. Yeah. Oh my god, I want to skip through this. Why can't I skip through this? All of that just to say I got it wrong. Come on, guys. Right, it's
Take that!
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess. Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress. But that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly apparition of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes? This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you all have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? Because you are, like, you're the bad guy in so many other ways than the criminal. To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Oh, bloody hell, he was trying to break into her room. That's dodge. Hey, Edgy, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now. Oh my god. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up! I see what's going on here and it looks just like what you do in court. I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Langzy says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen. Alright, then let's get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest. Oh, so you think that all I wanted to do was go visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant? Well, why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Hey, will someone say something? Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this, not as a confession, but as testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that? So it was you. You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flyer you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholly focused on one man, and that one man only, long as Eddie is alive. I can't just drop him in faith on. No, I can't. Blah 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 blah. Ah, I'm so inspired. What the fuck? You're such an inconsiderate, coward, idiotic, and all-round completely worthless man. I thought I heard something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there is nothing further for me to prove at this point. What do you mean? Of course you've still got something to prove. You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Edgy, everything is evidence in court, right? You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry? But I understand your point. Yeah, see, I'm totally a pro at this now. God damn, he's annoying. Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. Oh, we still have to go through the bustle. What the fuck? Do you think that all I wanted to do was go visit Mindy? Yes. Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant? Why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? La 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 la. Save scum. I love to save scum. Right, let's present.
Objection!
Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hey, why are you showing that thing to me? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection!
You can pretend to be ignorant all you'd like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you are not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you are attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter shows that the person Larry had intended to meet was Mindy? That bit. I mean, it says... Wait, why does that say Wendy? Oh my god, it sounds like Wendy, but it's...
Take that!
Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English. You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became a Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing. There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? Pfft. For punching. But that'll have to wait until we're out of this crime scene. Edgy, save me from the scary man. Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. Come again. It's a fake. Someone's out to get me, so they made that fake letter to set me up. Dude. Accept your defeat graciously. But you guys are being so mean.
Hold it!
Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is complete the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter. I'll never write another thing in my life.
Hold it!
Tisk, tisk, tisk. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. Huh? But you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting.
Take that!
This autograph and our mysterious letter, if you compare the handwriting, will know the answer to our questions soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head. Edgy. So he finally confesses. Like guy saying, have fun carrying around a label printer. Wait, what? Why? Wait, what? A label printer? I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretch and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was a chimney or bust, Edgy. Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney? What a criminally overreactive imagination. Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it underneath the door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down through the chimney. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment. Oh, Valari could try. Oh, I'll never write anything again. I'm really, really sorry. Larry, you must be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. Sorry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you. Edgy, you're... Ah! We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you. I know, fucking hell. Ow! In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Mr. Liebutt sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? Ow! Hey, what? Edgy, what does that wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. You can't only rely on the words of the suspect after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night. With the blood-stained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene, as long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on its bite. Eek! Edgy, that guy, he looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me. I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand in a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got. I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble. This is one game I can't afford to lose. Like, so he's bludgeoned to death. He wasn't sliced, right? What have we got? This was moved, so it was probably the statue. Weapon that's used on stage is thought to be what killed the mask. Ooh, we're at 2 hours. What? Oh. Right. Fuck it, let's do this. I was the one who found the body of the victim demasked. Beside him was a samurai sword, gleaming red and offering up a scent of blood. Oh, hello, Dobby. I've finished my tea, so don't... It was supposed to be in the Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's own... Oh, shit! Dobby! Please don't press the keyboard. It's a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership. But his owner wanted to sneak into the crime scene. Jobby, do you want to go and chill there or something? I think that's plenty to go on, don't you?
Hold it!
If you're alluding to his reasons for being by the chimney, we've already established that.
Not so fast!
Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are long-time friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? You're accusing me of fabricating evidence. You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. This man has some serious issues with prosecutors. But come on, I can't think of something as complete as that, right, Edgy? Have I not finished this tea? No. Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you. Or me, for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. I'm just going to hide my avatar because it's wigging out for some reason. I can't be bothered. Robbie, what are you doing? I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damask. Beside him was a samurai sword glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the steel samurai's dress room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, too. Okay. Simply not possible the samurai sword is a real murder weapon. So I should focus on proving that point to Agent Lang first. Right, let's see. Right, I was in a... yeah. Beside him...
Hold it!
Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up this scent of blood. Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood in the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty, and certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with the sword. Beaten to death, huh? This last statement is too important to just let it slip by. Oh, fuck. Beside him was a samurai sword covering the victim's blood. I suspect he beat the victim to death with that thing. Right, okay. What have we got? Right, so we have... Wait, what? So, the thing I would say is I'd present the fact that...
Objection!
I don't know if this will work, though. Do you know that about what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long sphere, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. Okay. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the sphere is a real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent. Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow. Let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there's not even a dent in the samurai's sword. How do you explain that? Yeah! Oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff so they bend easily. You would have been able to tell that by just holding it. But I wish they'd make them out of better stuff because this spear got bent. Wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show. The Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him. Lol, Samurai Spear data updated. Okay, that's gonna come important later. Yeah, ouch! That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back on topic of the spear. Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. Neither smart nor very clever. Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I'm not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There is nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory.
Hold it!
That may be your opinion, however I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth.
Not so fast!
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damastu without bedding it. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need. Of course, what I need is evidence even he can't refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close. It's possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall into the owner of said weapon? How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned, and we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside the embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword.
Hold it!
You left no stone unturned. Wait. Did we confirm? Because he was, Is that
Not so fast!
If you got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you. Oh dear. Why does this keep going on? Just prove him wrong or something. It's possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone, true. And under these circumstances, the only logical conclusion was present. Oh.
Hold it!
But you must know that your conclusion is wrong. Given the circumstances I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors.
Hold it!
And you call yourself a professional.
Not so fast!
You still don't see, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. And the only way to do that is to show me proof of another possible murder weapon. Another possible weapon. In this room, there's only one other thing left. This is going to be a gamble, but I can't withdraw from the game now. You're not going to get me to trust you by the power of your glare alone, you know. Plus, I have other reasons as to why I think the samurai sword is the murder weapon.
Hold it!
The only place where you've confined blood was on the samurai sword. That's right, even with the luminol. Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined. So I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that Samurai Sword is a weapon. Yeah. If you believe that there is no other door possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you.
Not so fast!
And how do you plan to do that? By showing you what may be possible, may possibly be the real murder weapon.
Not so fast!
Ha! And he laughs. The real murder weapon? I hate to repeat myself. My men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they concluded that nothing else could have been used as a weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Of course. Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation.
Not so fast!
What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men.
Hold it!
I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigation of Dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon. Alright then, I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed Damas too. What exactly is it? The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to touch, is this.
Take that!
The national treasure of Alabast. You mean the Prima Duck statue? Yes, and you know only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct?
Not so fast!
Ha ha ha! You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters at the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined.
Hold it!
Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction of the statue is facing just before. The direction the statue is facing just before and after the crime scene are different. And there's only one conclusion I can draw from that. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue. Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words, lol. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please, let's be rational about this. Grr. Langzy says. Just go already, lol. Yes, sir. Blah, 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 blah. Get the ambassador, let's do this. Velakta says, was Francisca getting jealous over Larry? Probably. It may be hate on that profession. Prosecutors simply shouldn't be in crime scenes. It may not be hate on that profession. I mean, I think he's just hating the profession. In the world of Ace Attorney investigations, you're allowed to apparently just investigate. For whatever reason. Shifu? Yeah? I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Prima Duck statue. I see. Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally. Save your breath. You may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've got to be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know? Agent Lang, what do you want? Just hurry up and examine the statue already. Lol. Alright, that's what he said. Let's just examine the statue already. But Shifu, what about causing an international incident? Quiet. I'll take the fall if I have to later.
Hold it!
Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? We're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for our men if something were to happen to me. Alright then, that was easy, eh? Less talk and more investigating. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a luminol chemiluminescence test on the statue. A luminol test? Ah, good thinking. If the statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. Ha, looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means that this is the real weapon that killed Damas too. Indeed. I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damas too, so the charge remains. We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. Ha! You think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. What are we going to be able to look at? Oh shit. What do we have here? This dirty smudge. Looks like a handprint. Ha! What's a bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we've got some fingerprints to analyze. Ugh. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now. Hey, forensics guy, I want results of these fingers ASAP, you hear me? Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir. Good, and? Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Babalese embassy? The prints belong to him, to Mr. Manny Cochin, sir. But that's... What's going on around here? That's impossible. Each Prima statue can only be handled by someone of that country. By the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's Prima statue. Impossible. It can't be. Oh yeah. Larry never once set foot in Babalese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an alabaster knife in Babal. And Damas too was killed in Alabastian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yatagrasu who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form. To be continued. Oh, this is a great spot to. One sec, let me what? Yeah, let's save. Oh shit. Save. Oh. And I think we'll leave it there for today. I think we're getting closer to the end of this. We've done the two main things. I think there'll be a final setup, or maybe I'm wrong. Either way, we'll leave it for next time. Maybe I might do some more of this during the week. It's Christmas week, isn't it? But for now, we will leave it there. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me. I am Ash Mannix. This is Ace Attorney Investigations, and I'll hopefully see you guys next time. Later.